Why did you do it? Answer me! We're going to die! Do you hear me? We have to get out of here. Now! Kenny's got a good bud.
It's too late.
Bernard, it's already started.
Kirk, what have you done? You knew this would happen, and you did it anyway. Why, Kirk? Kirk! Answer me!
Answer me! Ass kicked. Didn't think about that plan.
You knew. You knew all along.
You did this on purpose. You chose to kill us.
He's jerking taste of water since got out to Billing Hills are fisted.
I'll get it.
Don't. Look at this.
That's not the edge.
No. We're standing on the roof. Okay.
From up here, we're drilling blind.
Then I'm going down.
I was hoping you'd miss that part.
You highlighted it.
Spapidus.
The regulator's jammed. The regulator storm gives us 20 minutes. I'm taking the rover's reserve valve.
You dare.
We can't guide them through it live. By the time we hear something went wrong, it'll already be over. I'm packaging the full sequence now.
Keep the first 2 pulses manual. The second starts the clock for the third. After that, their only stop is the upper control if the temporary regulator accepts the command.
Send it. I'm gonna see Victor.
I've got it. They've got it. The rover's down to 1 pressure regulator.
It took the command. Slow, but it took it.
Okanistiga.
That should have broken through. We might be too high.
One more pulse. If it stays flat, we tear the whole thing down.
Do it!
The Mars archive. Were those files actually deleted?
30 years, and that's your hello?
You still haven't said yes.
Drop it, Richard.
So they weren't deleted. Who took them?
Grant's people. They came for the originals. Took every copy they could find.
Bernard, look at this.
The same pulse came back from 3 different depths.
Those aren't echoes. The intervals are wrong.
Then what are we looking at?
Separate chambers. The second pulse linked them.
All of them?
Enough of them.
They've already queued a third pulse.
Send it now. No third pulse.
Kirk, Katerina, abort pulse 3. Repeat, abort pulse 3.
Katerina, it's venting above and below the bore.
The pressure drop triggered pulse 3.
How long?
Two minutes. Abort still pending.
Stop the third pulse.
Kirk, the abort got through. The regulator didn't move.
Then I pull the power.
It's locked. The cycle's already live.
45 seconds. Back away from it.
I'm moving.
Stay against the wall. Kirk, answer me. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Unfortunately.
Good. Keep talking.
The Omnitrecic, Wick.
Oh, man!
I can't pull you through that.
Then we shut it down first.
I'm at the valve.
Copy that. I'm taking the drop.
Hold there. We do it together. I restart, you close the valve. On 3.
You never wait to set a set. And I'm the plan.
You never wait for 3.
Today I will. One. 2. I'm bringing you up! Anything broken?
Mostly the equipment. Still checking. I got a blister.
The rig's wrecked. We nearly lost the rover. And me.
You're still here.
That doesn't make it a success.
Jag ska leva.
The ground's getting warmer. Look!
That's water.
Yeah. Locally.
Grant's people beat me to it. They cleared the archive.
All of it?
Logs, cargo manifests, maintenance files, anything connected to the Mars program.
Then Grant knows what we're looking for.
Or Grant's making sure we never find it.
Records aren't the only trail.
What trail?
The cargo ship, it carried engineered moss spores for the next stage.
And it crashed.
Yes, but it didn't vanish. An old survey satellite tracked the ship's descent.
Is it still in orbit?
If its orbit hasn't decayed,
Can we wake it?
we can try. Wake command transmitted.
No return signal.
Not yet.
How long will the device keep working?
I don't know, it's very old.
The pressure keeps dropping. This is already our third attempt. I hope everything will run smoothly this time.
We'll be able to control the ejection force remotely for a while.
Yeah.
But the system could fail at any moment.
The machine is running. The rate of controlled oxygen release is low, but the process may not be stable.
We need to adjust the pressure or risk destabilization.
Unbelievable.
I'll run a soil analysis. I'll collect soil samples and analyze their composition at various locations around the spill site. But we'll only get a more accurate result in the lab.
It's time to head home. Did you take a soil sample?
Yes, everything's ready. The analyzer shows changes, but we'll find out what they are at the lab. We need to have the soil sample tested in the lab. I'll take care of it.
Agreed.
Laboratory analysis will show whether it makes sense to continue with our project. Perhaps the changes in the soil are insignificant.
First, I'll conduct a standard soil analysis to check for acidity, moisture content, and the presence of hazardous chemicals.
How long will it take? And how accurate are the results?
All the tests will take about an hour. These methods are very accurate and have been used to analyze all soil samples from Earth, the Moon, and Mars.
Can I help you with anything?
You could burn a small soil sample for further analysis.
To be honest, I'm not great at chemistry. My teacher was strict, but at some point he started making meth with a former student. It didn't end well for him.
Wow. That sounds like an interesting learning experience. So what happened to the student?
I think he had to assume a new identity and flee to Alaska.
The only thing I learned in chemistry class is that baby powder isn't made from babies. All done. Just like in chemistry class.
I'll make a special solution.
What do you see? What do you think of the soil structure?
The structure of Martian soil may be suitable for the growth and development of spores. Only a specialized analyzer that tests the sample's composition can provide a definitive verdict. This will take a few minutes. What we've done is a real breakthrough. The modified soil would even be suitable for growing certain crops.
But won't the soil's composition change back?
The moisture level may change, but everything else is ideal for moss growth.
Now we have to find a cargo ship and hope that the spores have survived all these years.
Transmitter.
Earth is coming in.
Mars here. Bernard? Kirk? Is that you?
This is Bernard. I've gone through the archives. I have some good news and some bad news.
Ground stations didn't receive the exact coordinates of the crash site, but an old orbital satellite was monitoring the area at that moment.
I can try to connect to it, but I wonder if it's still working.
If his archive has been preserved, it should contain images, telemetry, and the flight path from the final minutes of the spacecraft's flight.
We'll try to connect to the satellite. We'll check in again in 15 minutes. Stay near the transmitter.
All right, I'll wait for your reply.
Transmission complete.
There's no response yet.
I'm sending a ping command, but I'm not getting a response. That's very strange. I received a partial response, but the connection was lost immediately.
Its onboard computer turns on periodically, but the spacecraft's orientation is disrupted, and the antenna is no longer pointing toward the ground station. There is only enough power for a few minutes of operation during each orbit.
We need to tell Bernard that.
Bernard, the satellite is still in orbit, but its trajectory has been disrupted. We can't establish contact with it from our station.
I figured as much, which is why I found information about a powerful communications station. It's a few hours' drive from you.
If we calculate the satellite's flight path correctly, we might be able to access its archives.
But there's one catch. The station has been abandoned, and its condition and operational status are unknown. The astronauts who worked there have died.
In any case, we'll give it a try. Talk to you later, Bernard. Say hi to Richard for me.
I did the calculations. In 14 hours, the satellite will pass almost directly over the station. This will be the only suitable window in the coming weeks. Furthermore, the satellite is gradually losing altitude, so no one knows if it will survive the next suitable orbit.
In that case, we need to hurry. I'll get the rover ready. First, we'll head to the canyon to check everything out and reduce the oxygen output.
I'll help you gather the tools and equipment.
All right, let's go.
The sensors show that the oxygen supply is continuing. There are some slight fluctuations, but I've adjusted the valve.
All right, we have about a 2-hour drive ahead of us. Remind me when we change the Martian biosphere so I can install the stereo in the rover.
If you want, I can sing if you're bored. No way, that's the last thing I need.
There are 2 hours left before the satellite passes over the station. We need to get all the equipment up and running in time.
Right. Grab the equipment. We need to hurry.
We need to try to turn on the emergency lighting.
Okay. Try to get everything up and running, and I'll look for the control center.
The equipment is very old. We may have to use a rover to power the system.
The wiring here is old and damaged. We could break the rover.
There is no other option. If we fail, everything we do will be in vain.
Just be careful. I don't want to stay here forever. Without the rover, we won't be able to get home. The emergency lights are on. I went to look for the cause.
Okay, I'll try to restore power. Did it work?
The system indicates that the antenna rotation mechanism is locked. You need to check it.
Hatch secured. Systems nominal. Time to fix this.
Come on, you old piece of junk. Turn. Stuck. Still stuck. Need to check the manual again.
Come on, there are only a few minutes left. Yeah, it worked. I'm trying to connect to the satellite's archives.
How are things going?
So far, nothing. I'm trying to locate the satellite, but we need more precise coordinates. We can get in touch with Bernard. He may have obtained new information about the satellite connection.
Yes, we'll be able to contact Earth from this station without any problems. The main thing is for Bernard to be near the receiver.
The old orbital data is long out of date. I sent out a few signals to narrow down the search area. We've narrowed down the search area, but we need to reactivate the satellite. You did a great job, Sophia.
Thank you. It was difficult, but I found the wake-up codes in the old archives.
Bernard is on the line.
Bernard, we've deployed the antenna, but we need more precise satellite coordinates.
Sophia has done the calculation. You can enter the coordinates. First, select the planetocentric coordinate system.
All done. Now we need the coordinates.
Enter the coordinates carefully. LAT plus 18.4276, ln 226.0831.
All done. I'm issuing a command to position the antenna. The satellite's position has been determined based on the specified coordinates. What should I do now?
The satellite's pass window is very short, about 10 minutes. We need to send a wake-up command.
How do I do this? I'm ready to follow your instructions.
Enter the full wake-up command. After that, you need to wait until the password prompt appears.
The command has been initialized. Now you need a password. The camera is static.
Katerina, you need to enter your password. I'll spell it out character by character. A113D162.
Yeah.
The password is correct. Initialization is in progress.
Now you need to connect to the satellite archive and find the data on the crash site. You'll need the Archive Control System command.
It looks like the entire archive has started downloading, but the data transfer will take several hours at best.
That's terabytes of data being transmitted via radio.
Yeah?
Search for information on mission D162.
The transfer of the selected data has begun. but it will take about half an hour. That's too long.
Let's hope the necessary data and impact coordinates will have time to load.
Ket, we've got a problem. The controlled release valve is overheated.
Checking now.
I'll try to reduce the flow rate remotely, but the valve needs to be adjusted manually.
We need to head to the gorge immediately. If the system fails, a controlled release will not be possible.
No, we have to try to get the satellite data. Without the Moss data, we definitely won't be able to start terraforming.
All right, we'll head there as soon as we get the data. Something happened. Data transmission has stopped. It's possible that something happened to the satellite.
Keep what you've managed to convey. I have to wrap this up.
Let's get in the rover. We need to hurry to the gorge. I hope we've got the right data.
I'll decode the information when I get home.
I'll adjust the valve manually, but eventually we'll need to build new equipment. This won't last very long.
Agreed.
Hi, Richard. Come on in.
Hey.
Sophia's already here.
Oh, great.
I found out a few things about the people who are following us. You were right, Bernard. They're not just gangsters. When I left the house, I noticed a strange man. He was watching your window, Bernard. I followed him. He works for some company called AEG Ice. But that's not all. There's a man connected to this company. We've already run into him near the bar and at the theater. It's no coincidence. I've heard a little about this corporation. It funded some of the research on the Earth's magnetic field many years ago.
As far as I know, this company is involved in the energy sector, infrastructure restoration, and classified research projects.
This means that these people may know what we're up to, and that we're not just amateur radio operators with a unique transmitter. Yes, they may be interested in the issue of terraforming Mars.
None of this is a coincidence.
The corporation may have known about the impending disaster long before I did.
I'll try to find out what I can, why that person is following us and what he wants. We need to be very careful.
I don't know if these people are dangerous. Perhaps they would become our allies if we truly shared the same goal.
Even if we share a common goal, they're clearly not our allies. Allies don't threaten us or wreak havoc.
They don't help us, they only get in the way, threaten us, and hinder us. That's why we need to be careful. They mustn't know that we know about them.
Yes, there's some truth to what you're saying. But can we really stand up to a huge corporation?
Let's stay one step ahead. Let's be careful. We don't know what to expect from them.
It's time to decode the data from the satellite. I hope the necessary...
How's it going? Did you manage to find the crash site?
Yes, but it's not good. The signal is weak and erratic. We were able to determine the approximate crash site. The ship crashed near a canyon. During the accident, the cargo container managed to detach and deploy its parachute. But the latest satellite image shows that it has practically fallen into the canyon.
Moisture's holding. The lab confirmed it. This soil can support the spores.
Tell that to the valve.
Just a short pressure spike.
Short. While we're standing right here.
I'll link the sensors to the base. If the pressure starts climbing again, we'll know right away.
Knowing one won't stop it.
So we shut it down?
No. By the time we get back, this whole patch will be dry again. Leave it at minimum.
Fine. But if it decides to work harder than we asked, you're the one fixing it.
Fair enough.
I found the cargo manifest. The ship was carrying soil conditioning equipment and a sealed spore container. Multi-layer shell. separate internal capsules.
The hull's on the middle ledge. The parapet's much lower.
And the container?
In the shadow. The images barely picked it up.
If the inner frame survived the impact, some of the samples may still be dormant.
30 years out in the open. Dormant, Kirk. Not immortal.
So we climb down there and find out what your May is worth.
Exactly. That is the most scientifically honest answer I can give you.
Comforting.
2 harness, both rope lines, anchors, cutter, lifting frame.
Power unit?
Already in.
Already in? Sealed containers?
3, if we find anything to put in them.
Then let's go find it.
Six kilometers in the flat ground ends. After that, the route runs along the rim.
How close to the rim?
Looks like close enough. Slower.
I'm barely moving.
Barely works for me.
Found him. Mr. Grant. He runs the corporation.
That's him.
The bar, the theater, the corporate building. He wasn't there by accident.
No. He wanted me to notice him.
Grant, his foundations funded magnetic field research for years. Then they took the archives and locked everyone out of the data.
Right after the final measurements.
They knew.
Then I'll ask him exactly what they knew.
No.
That wasn't a question.
They know Bernard's address. They're watching us and they've already gotten to Victor. You really want to walk in there alone?
He knows I followed his man back to that building. It's too late to pretend we missed it.
Too late doesn't mean safe.
Safe ended a long time ago.
I could go with you.
No.
Yes, I expected that.
Keep the channel open.
They already know where I am.
I wasn't talking about them. According to the images, the ship should be below us on the middle level.
Should be. It's starting to sound worse than May.
Get used to it. Today's all about precise wording. There, the hull's on the ledge.
The container?
That old line still holding it?
For now. But we can't lift from it.
Wait.
I see it.
Old service road.
If it still holds.
It'll hold the rover.
You got that from one picture?
2.
Let's see where it ends first.
Road's narrower than it looked from the air.
Very helpful.
It looks smaller from the air.
Everything looks less broken from the air.
Did we really walk away from this?
Apparently. Why take a picture?
So I don't convince myself later that it wasn't this bad.
Then get its good side.
It doesn't have one anymore.
Wait. A winch.
Looks dead.
Motor, maybe. The drum and cable are intact.
What pulls it?
The rover.
The rover. If the road holds under load.
If. Fast learner. If we pull the container now, the ship goes first.
Then we tie the ship to Mars.
And to the rover. Just to be convincing.
Power's on.
Don't run it yet.
My line stays off the ship. Wasn't planning on it.
Check it again?
Already did. Twice. I see it. Just don't drop it on my head.
I'll try to resist.
Okay.
Not a Storfer.
The wall kicks out below. I need to reroute the line.
Take your time, I'm holding the hook. Katerina, repeat! I lost the last word.
No more talking. 2 short tones. Lower. One long stop.
Found the parachute. There's barely anything left.
Can you see the container?
Below me. I can see the shell. It's closed. Badly dented, but it never opened.
Better than I expected.
Main hook and backup are secure.
Ready when you are.
Take up the slack.
Taking it, slow.
Stop. It's still pinned.
Holding.
Keep the tension. Don't pull.
Holding. Katarina!
I'm here. The cable's holding.
Drum's locked. Stay clear of the container.
Go. I'll keep it off the wall. I heard it.
The river's holding. I'm back at the winch.
I still have 2 straps. Heidi sent him. 2 left.
Cut them. I've got the load.
Clear. Clear.
Starting the lift. Full position.
Get us 3.
Hester and Usur go run a KQ fun to do.
Mr. Grant is expecting you.
I don't have an appointment.
I know.
Your people were following us.
Observing. That's more accurate.
Makes no difference to me.
It does to the people doing it.
Why?
You followed one of our trucks to a military base. Ignoring you after that would have been careless.
So the shipment was yours?
You already knew that.
You only know about the base. No. I also know about Darmstadt. Who told you?
Is that really the question that matters?
What exactly do you know about Darmstadt?
You found the old transmitter and someone who could make it work.
You've been intercepting the signal?
We are now.
So you heard us talking?
The data was more useful.
What data?
The oxygen release beneath the surface.
You couldn't have seen that.
Not seen. Detected.
What else did you detect?
Today, Kirk and Katerina recovered a sealed container from the canyon. They lost the ship, not the container.
Why are you telling me this?
Because you're going to keep going.
And you're fine with that?
And you're fine faster than my people.
For now, you're getting answers.
So you're using us.
I'm observing the result. Getting a relic out pipe the D?
Do we stop him?
No. Keep watching.
The transmitter?
Copy everything. Calls, telemetry, raw data.
And the container?
No interference.
Until when?
Until they open it.
Yeah, the same.
Heat so we were dead.
He knows.
How much?
The base. The Darmstadt. The transmitter.
How much does he know about the transmitter?
They're intercepting it. He knew about the oxygen release in the container.
Already?
Already. There were 3 trucks in the yard. One carried a sealed module.
Like ours?
Bigger. They left while I was inside.
Where?
No idea.
So Grant isn't stopping us?
Not yet. He wants us to keep using the transmitter. Assume he hears everything. Then, no secrets near the microphone.
First one in the hollow, second on the dry ground, third by the flow.
3 bad places.
We need to know which one's worst.
There's something on the first one.
Is it growing?
Anything you need to discern?
Either si keo standing here behalf for farm on step.
Is that moss?
Yes.
It's just incredible. It's probably the most beautiful thing you can see on this planet.
Yes, it's just fantastic.
But the farther away from the device, the worse the conditions.
Moss grows only in certain spots. We need to check the soil parameters. I agree.
We won't be able to increase the equipment's power. Otherwise, the valve will break. We need to talk to Bernard about what to do next.
This soil lacks moisture and oxygen. The farther away from the station, the lower the concentration of oxygen and water.
The device should be able to keep working for another couple of days, but what will happen after that is unclear.
Will the moss survive, or will it die?
I'm afraid this area won't be large enough for it to sustain itself. We need to look for other ways to green the surface.
If we could grow moss across an entire valley, it would be able to sustain itself. But we need dozens of devices to extract oxygen and moisture.
Even if we find the right parts, it would take years to build even a few of these devices. Besides, they might break down.
We have no choice but to look for other options. We can return to the ship in a little while to collect more spores.
We'll definitely need them. Okay, then let's head back to base. We need to contact Earth. We don't have much time.
Let's go. We'll get in touch with Bernard. The planets are currently in just the right alignment for stable radio communication.
Bernard, this is Kirk. Come in. I repeat, come in.
Bernard is on the line. Kirk, Katerina, what's the latest?
There's good news and bad news. The area near the fault line has changed. Moss is growing there. But the terraforming device could break down at any moment. And one device isn't enough.
There's another option. It doesn't rely on gas extraction machines. I've studied the topography of the Martian landscape. There's an area nearby that's surrounded by mountains. It's a kind of basin. Using a drilling rig and controlled explosions, it is possible to release gases and moisture.
Oxygen on Mars is heavier. The mountain range will form a sort of basin.
All we need to do is trigger a uniform release.
You need to find the equipment and explosives in the Martian quarry. There are several of them in different locations. Once you've gathered everything you need, head to the site, make the cuts, and start reshaping the surface.
I'll look for places where quarries used to operate. They should be in the databases.
All right, we'll do it. But will those deposits last long enough?
My calculations are fairly accurate. The emissions will remain stable for 7 to 10 weeks.
And then what? Do I have to start all over again, since the moss will start to die without air and moisture?
No, the time, the size of the plot, and the shape of the pool are sufficient for the moss to survive on its own, without oxygen or moisture from the deposits.
Then that's the perfect option. I hope you're not mistaken.
That sounds very encouraging.
Well then, go ahead and start your search. Good luck, and be careful with the explosives.
Okay. Say hi to Richard for me. If things go well, maybe we'll run into him. Transmission complete.
I'll go connect to the database, get the rover and tools ready. I've seen information about the quarry before. I need to find out its exact coordinates.
This is the entrance to the warehouse. Behind these doors, there used to be an entire city. The tools and explosives were supposed to have been left there.
But how are we gonna get in there? We won't be able to dig our way through by hand.
We don't need to clear everything by hand. If the equipment parked here is still in working order, we'll be able to clear a path quickly. I'll look for a working excavator. If we're lucky, we'll get it all done in an hour.
Okay, but please, let's skip the dangerous adventures today.
I can't promise anything, but I'll try.
I'll take a look for now. Maybe there's another way in, or something useful.
Here's what we need. I hope this thing works.
The machine is working, but the batteries are completely dead. I need a power source.
We'll be able to start the excavator, but we'll need to power it using the rover.
Okay, I'll help you.
It won't be long before the passage is open.
Cat, I have a problem. Something's wrong with the control system. The car isn't responding. I can't turn it off.
I specifically asked for nothing too extreme.
Was that extreme? The best part is yet to come. We need to get our hands on some explosives.
Oh my god.
There must be a power source here. I saw several solar panels outside. Maybe we'll be able to turn on the lights. Here's the circuit breaker. Everything's working here.
I guess this is what we need. They don't lock empty rooms. Can you pick this old lock?
It'll only take a couple of minutes. We'll pick the lock, go in and come out.
Is this what I think it is? The box says ammonol. What is that?
Ammonol is an explosive. It's a mixture of ammonium nitrate, TNT, and powdered aluminum. It's a very powerful substance that was given to Earth and was used in the mining industry and later on Mars.
He's been lying around here for decades. Don't you think that's dangerous?
We'll see. You're our expert on chemical analysis. And I know a thing or two about different types of explosives.
Just be careful.
Do you see that small white coating on some of the explosives? That's a very bad sign. It means the explosive has started to oxidize and is unstable. A strong impact or even a change in position could cause an uncontrolled detonation. We need to carefully remove the blocks that haven't oxidized. I'll take one of the explosived. I'll take one to check if it retained its properties. I need to find a detonator to check if the explosive has gone bad.
Looks like we don't need to look for a detonator anymore. The explosives are top-notch.
I heard an explosion.
The test didn't go exactly as planned, but the explosive, the clutive, works. At the base, I use it to make powerful charges for deep soil penetration.
We still need to find a drilling rig to set the charges. We'll also need detonators and initiation circuits. They must be around here somewhere. We need to look for everything.
Okay, I'll take care of it.
And here's the drilling rig.
I found everything. The detonators, initiation circuits, and a reconnaissance drone too. It'll help us survey the area faster and more thoroughly.
We need to pack everything up and head back to base.
We'll need to position the explosives correctly to ensure a uniform release of oxygen without causing too much damage.
But if everything works out, we'll be able to claim an entire valley, which will begin to shape Mars' biosphere.
That sounds like some kind of madness, but it might work. Over time, the moss will produce the necessary oxygen on its own and spread to other areas.
No experiment on Earth to date has succeeded in creating a closed biosphere from scratch. But I remain cautiously optimistic and hopeful.
I'll take care of the explosives.
Yeah.
We need to make enough charges.
How are things going?
Everything's fine. I'm creating cumulative charges so the shockwave can create deep holes. We'll be able to detonate them remotely and check the detonator's readiness in advance.
How long do you think terraforming will take, if everything goes according to plan? Will there be enough moss for Mars to become like Earth?
It took the Earth cyanobacteria and billions of years. I hope we can manage it a little faster.
I'm done. We can head to the valley. Let's get ready and go.
So what is this?
It's the robot Wally. I found him in a warehouse at the quarry.
I feel like I've heard that somewhere before. What does it mean? What is he doing?
Wheeled Autonomous Locator and Land Explorer. There's a more modern life search engine called Eve, but I didn't find a robot in the career section. He's smart and will look for underground cavities on his own. I'll receive all the data on my tablet.
It looks like he's gotten started.
All that's left is to wait for the results.
Any results?
Yes, the robot has identified the best spots to plant the explosives. You can get started.
Copy that.
The explosives have been set in place. All detonators are ready for use.
We can start.
Yes. "10 seconds until detonation. Get ready."
I hope this works.
The air quality readings have changed. The oxygen level is rising. Humidity is at 90% and continues to rise.
Understood. The ground got wet so quickly. Clouds appeared overhead.
Is that rain? I can't believe it. This is the first local rain on Mars. It's unbelievable. We caused it ourselves.
The storm has been relentless.
We have to keep going.
I know.
Let's move.
What are you doing?
It's a sprayer designed to distribute the spores evenly over the largest possible surface area. The downpour over the valley has stopped. We can head over there and start planting moss in the area.
Then we can go. We have enough spores. I grew them in the greenhouses.
Good.
I don't trust Mr. Grand. He's capable of anything.
Let's keep an eye on the corporate building. Stay in the car for now, and I'll walk around the building. Maybe I'll be able to see something.
Okay.
Work is in full swing there. They're loading something up and getting it ready to ship.
I noticed a few trucks pulling into the lot.
What kind of place is this?
I'm gonna go take a look around.
Keep pulling. It's almost off. Watch your step on the wet metal. All right, careful down there. It's heavy.
Did you come to help me?
It's been a week since the explosions and the moss was planted. Do you want to plant tomatoes in the valley?
I have something even more interesting. For now, our moss depends on moisture and oxygen from the gorge. We use this moss for terraforming,
Okay.
but I decided to improve it through selective breeding. I made the growing conditions less favorable for the moss and collected spores only from the strongest specimens. This is a new species of moss that can survive without oxygen, with minimal moisture, and under extreme temperature fluctuations. These are the finest specimens of the hardiest varieties of Martian moss. They could not be cultivated on Earth because scientists did not have enough data at the time.
Do you think this moss will be able to survive without our help?
A few more rounds of selective breeding, and I'll be able to find out.
Humidity is dropping again.
Same place as yesterday?
Almost exactly.
Copy that. Let's get the sample logged.
It stops at the ridge.
The whole valley is holding it in.
So we changed one bowl.
So we changed one bowl. One bowl on an entire planet.
Check the ridge height and the wind direction. And the wind direction. The readings are correct. The valley isn't spreading the change, it's containing it.
That explains why it looks so good there.
And why does everything outside still look dead?
Don't open another fissure.
That was the entire plan. Iteo into Asparis.
It was a good plan. It worked. That's the problem.
How is working a problem?
Because now we know exactly how small it is.
Then what actually has to change?
Then what actually? The valley traps the oxygen and moisture. Outside it, the planet doesn't change.
So what do we change first?
Temperature, then pressure. Everything else follows.
We can barely heat one habitat.
We don't heat the planet ourselves.
Then who does?
The sun. If someone left us a way to aim it,
I found the program. Do you think any of it is still up there?
no idea. Let's find out. Before the war, everyone had a different way to warm Mars. Most never got past the math. A few made it into orbit.
There's no failure report for the fourth one.
Because it didn't fail.
That doesn't mean it survived.
No, but it means we can look.
Show you how to sprout the dishes.
Is that it?
It's transmitting the right identification code.
After 30 years?
Apparently nobody told it to stop. Can they open it from the base?
No. Telemetry goes through. Control doesn't.
Why?
Because someone was afraid of pointing a mirror that size the wrong way. The control transmitter was at the North Polar Station, the access codes too.
Do we know if it's still there?
We know where it was.
How long?
3 days if the terrain stays clear. Longer once we reach the ice.
Is this the final list?
Almost. Let's start with the essentials.
Oxygen frame secured. Move into the repair container.
Final container in place. All items secured and accounted for.
Files transferring now.
Vehicle Silmato operational.
3 days if the terrain stays clear.
It won't.
Then 4.
Ready for the jump cycle. Locked. All systems nominal.
Seal is tight. Proceeding. Guidance activated.
Systems online. Ready to move out.
Sorry you beady. Pre that fate is turning that taste the sun deep. Sorry, you find a Kifgari. Activating external heating. Look at that fracture.
It's massive.
I'm gonna mark the end here and reroute. The station should be less than 5 kilometers ahead.
You see anything?
Nothing that looks like a station. Wait, is that a blip? There. It's right here. It's metallic.
I see it.
That's not how it looked in the archive.
It's still here.
Some of it.
Not that door.
I'm checking the port. Let's check.
Found our way in.
The schematics show it's right here.
Are you sure? It looks like the whole station's shift.
It's tilted. Let's head toward the control center. The main corridor is blocked. We'll have to go through the lab.
Understood. Let's move.
Yeah. Kid's a kind of fan of hands. It's better called Sigalpi.
Historia de Crusade.
Sequence initiated.
Power restored.
Systems online. Cozy.
Try not to get comfortable. The reflector is alive. The station isn't strong enough to reach it.
Anything else?
Probably.
Nimsko. I'm leaving this city soon.
For good.
Whatever you're celebrating, you're doing it alone.
Best news of my life. Nobody I can tell.
That sounds convenient. He was dating Pistar in section. So,
I used to model planetary climates, atmospheres, pressure systems, long-term change. After the war, nobody cared. I've spent the last few years at a city weather station.
and somebody suddenly remembered you exist?
Somebody finally understood what I'm worth.
Interviews, medical screening, then more interviews. They told me to quit my job and settle my affairs. I have to be ready to move in the next few months. They didn't give me a date.
Grant doesn't run medical tests for a new office.
How do you know about Grant?
He walked out of his clinic wearing his badge. Relax. If I worked for him, you'd already be sober.
The job isn't on Earth. They need people who understand low-pressure atmospheres, climate change, closed settlements. Mars? A research mission? Permanent settlement.
Is there really a ship?
I haven't seen all of it, but I went through selection with engineers, doctors, agronomists, other specialists.
Once we're approved, they'll move us to a closed site. Training, quarantine, a few months, maybe. Nobody like me knows the launch date. How many people?
They didn't tell us. People they need.
It's a chance to start another life.
Congratulations.
The last log shows a pressure loss, automatic shutdown, no core damage. That's better than the other way around.
Ready for pressure.
Pressure's holding. The system wants a manual reset.
Manual reset complete. Already doing that.
Okay, estimation. The transmitter has power. The antenna can't move. Pod hit.
Then we'll give it some help. Click.
Stop there.
Again?
Not yet. You'll tear the frame off.
The right side is still frozen in.
When I start the motor, pull straight forward. Slowly.
You always say slowly right before something breaks.
Then try surprising me.
How long am I holding this?
Until it stops getting better.
Very precise.
That's it. Unload the cable. Passengers for what?
Mars. You're certain this isn't just a rumor?
I followed a climate specialist to a closed medical center. He'd already been selected. Doctors, engineers, agronomists. In a few months, they move inside Grant's territory. Training and quarantine.
How reliable is the source?
Drunk, happy, and wearing Grant's badge. Reliable enough. Praise a dearer. With Escori hater.
Proceed, Deputy.
I didn't want to deeth. No launch date. Only that preparation starts within the next few months.
Then the ship is either nearly finished or Grant knows exactly when it will be. He wouldn't start collecting climate specialists and doctors otherwise. Same temporary paces. Different people, different days.
These aren't consultations, it's a pipeline. They've been selecting people for a while.
He has a working ship?
He has enough of one to start choosing who gets on it.
Miss, you know den Corporal is sigende to. Stu's been bout to get him remit in the noises.
That's why Grant hasn't tried to stop them.
He doesn't need to stop them. He needs them to finish.
And they're doing it for us.
Grant doesn't care who they're doing it for.
We should warn them.
Not yet. We don't have enough. We know he's selecting passengers. We don't know the ship's size, how many seats it has, how close it is, or when it leaves. If we send this now, we pull them away from nothing they can act on.
Är det som fucked under? Så blir jag thing över how this out?
What exactly do you want to know?
How close they are, how many people they can take when they leave.
We can't see any of that from the fence.
I know.
You want to go inside?
I want to look inside.
Those are usually the same thing.
Climbing the fence gets us seen before we learn anything. Workers, medical staff, contractors, cargo trucks, we use the traffic that already belongs there.
How certain are you about that?
It's the only way in without getting caught.
External contractors, maintenance crews, their passes are renewed constantly and Grant watches them less than permanent staff.
Start there. Damaged, but it can still deploy, partially. We stop watching the walls, we find a way through the gate to intrasmit Mars.
Algae Earth.
Okay.
How bad?
Bad enough that we can't open all of it.
We drove 3 days for half a mirror?
Half a mirror is still a mirror.
Yeah, and Sarah, but does he hear? You get to buzz up? And the tub stink?
You're quite ready.
In the scythe? Voila of your way.
Do not open the damaged sections, not even as a test. If one tears loose, it could take the central frame with it.
Fonte Euthican operational reflected, Sem. Permanent lock targeting.
Is the gap sufficient?
Confirmed. Safe trajectory formation.
The path is clear, but this system has never operated in a damaged configuration.
What happens if the calculations are wrong?
Then we learn something very quickly.
I missed him.
Och hur säker kan förkostrat kunna vara ett straftet? Sending it. Click. Let's see, clear the cockpit platform systems pretty day. That's it?
The polar station is active. Kirk and Katerina have brought the last orbital reflector online.
Should we try to take control or stop the heating?
No. Continue observing. If it works, we'll need it.
Then half a mirror was enough.